Hi, good morning, ESL3. So today we are going to start with a warm-up activity on this Ed puzzle. So I would like you to answer this first question. So tell me, what does an apostrophe do in a sentence? When do you use it? So there is no right or wrong answer here. I just want to know what you think. And then I will tell you what an apostrophe is actually used for afterwards. Okay, so second warm-up question. Next, tell me if the apostrophes in these sentences need to be corrected or can stay the same. So here are our sentences. Miss Turner's class was eager to learn about possessives. The boys ran down the stairs to their mom, and Dilip's and Dinesh's parents were not happy when they came home late. So what do you think? Tell me if you think that the first, second, or third sentence was incorrect. And on the Ed puzzle question, you'll go ahead and correct those for me. Okay, so our friend the apostrophe is so mistreated in the English language by both educated people and uneducated people alike. It's just one of those things where people need a reminder about when it's okay to use the apostrophe. So let me tell you why we even use it. Why do we bother? So the apostrophe is used to show possession of a noun to a subject in a sentence. Okay, so that's one way that we use the apostrophe. Or it is used in something called a contraction. So if you look on the right side of the screen there, it says, "Thank God it's Friday." And you see the combination of both the word it and is all both together to make it's Friday. So let's look at which sentences were correct and which ones were wrong. So Miss Turner's class was eager to learn about possessives. So that one was correct because Miss Turner possesses her class. So what does she possess? She possesses the class. Okay. Now here, the boys ran down the stairs to their mom. So if you looked at the previous one, it needed to be just a plural S. Okay, so you don't need an apostrophe here because we're just using plural S. Okay, let's look at the third example. So previously on that third example, there were apostrophe S's on both. Now we do not need the first apostrophe S, right? Because Dilip and Dinesh's parents, they're both their parents because they're brothers. So we only need to put the apostrophe after the second name. Anytime that you see and, like here, between two people's names, the apostrophe needs to go after the second name. All right, so that was a little bit of our warm-up review of apostrophes. Now let's look at contractions a little bit more. Let me erase these on here. Okay, so what is a contraction? So a contraction, I talked about a little bit in the last slide, but it's when you combine two different words in English to make one word, one new unique word. So often one or two letters are taken out in order for that apostrophe to be put in. So here are some examples. Can plus not is can't. So we took out the O and we put an apostrophe in there instead. Would plus not, the O is taken out to make wouldn't. And is plus not, the O is taken out again to make isn't. So now this is the question that I would like you to reply to on the Ed puzzle. Why do you think that contractions evolved in language the way they did? Why do you think that we use them? What's the purpose there? So take a moment and reply to that on the Ed puzzle. Make sure to use full and complete sentences. Okay, so now when should contractions be used? So this is one of the most common misconceptions about contractions, okay? So they are only used for informal or spoken language. Never ever use a contraction for formal writing in school. So that means if you're writing a paper, you're writing an essay, you're doing a presentation, for a formal setting, never use a contraction because it's considered lazy and not proper writing. Now, contractions are totally fine and serve their purpose in spoken and informal language because they help us to more quickly get our thoughts across, to convey our needs, right? But in formal settings and formal writing, it's considered not good grammar practice. All right, so that was your quick little warm-up on apostrophes and contractions. Look back to Google Classroom for the rest of your practice. If you have any questions, let me know.